You are listening to KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank, your partner in possible.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of Currently. Oh my gosh, buddy, it has been, I'm lost for words over here. We're winning games now. We're winning games. I'm Daniel Kooser. I'm here with Chris Wright. It's a very long-awaited victory pod for Currently on KC Sports Network. Chris, talk to me.
We are on a one-game winning streak, my friend.
Woo!
So
it is
I'm
crazy,
excited.
dude. I broke the bandana out. I just model these giveaways, dude, or stuff I purchased as well. But this bandana, you're not getting stuff like this anywhere else. I love it. It actually fits my big head. So many bandanas I can't even tie back there, but this one gets it done, man.
I loved it. During the game, all of us had the bandanas on in some way, shape, or form. You had I had an ascot thing going. I couldn't pull off a bandana, so I had to show my support some way. But
who told you couldn't pull it off?
I don't know. I just have a little head, man. Like everybody around me.
So it's a confidence thing.
It is. Everybody around me has a big head. I got a little head. It just looks weird. I just got to do the ascot.
You think us big head people like to have big heads and think that that's not weird? We're all weird. We all have weird stuff. We need to work on your self-confidence. We'll get that. We'll get it. Folks, dude, we got a review because I begged for one last week. Did you know this?
I know you begged.
I did beg. It's really nice. Oh, hold on. We got a couple of them actually, man. Okay. First off, I want to start here with Christopher 0713, who I thought was you at first because I was like pretty sure Chris has a July birthday, but I don't think it's the 13th. When is it? Is it close to the 13th?
It is the 13th.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. It is July 13th.
This isn't you leaving this review, is it?
It is not. It is not. I'm excited now.
Oh my God. See, I thought I had your birthday in my calendar and I went to the 13th and it wasn't there. So I was like, well, that's not his birthday. Fair enough. Putting into calendar now. After I read this here. Best podcast ever is what Christopher says. 5 stars. Daniel and Chris, I got your back. You two are just as funny and amazing as Daniel and Jimmy. And any recommendations on upcoming Sporting KC and current matches to go see? I've never seen a current game yet and haven't been to a sporting game in years. Also, keep up the fantastic work, Daniel, Jimmy, Chris, and Allie. And I get all my Kansas City soccer fix from you guys. Dude, that's high praise. I want to point out that Christopher left a review for the sporting side, and then he went in and changed it. He was like, you know what? I'm going to include everybody. And that was very nice. Thank you for your kind words. I do want to say something real quick, though. If there was a KC current game, see, not everyone has the type of fandom that we have and go to every game. So if there was a game to recommend to somebody, an upcoming game, do you have one? Do you have one that you would throw out there? Just glancing at the schedule, because you only have, 5, 6 home games left, including Challenge Cup?
4 regular season games. Can't speak.
And 2 Challenge Cup.
Yeah,
well, that's good times.
I'm gonna find a home game.
You feel we filibuster in here? You want me to ramble? Want me to tell a story? I saw Spider-Verse last night. Blew my freaking mind.
Oh, did it?
Yes, dude.
I haven't seen it.
Did you see the first one?
No, I have not either.
My God. I want to take a bunch of people to these movies. Freaking it blows your mind. I can't even explain it, dude. It's the whole thing.
Well, Christopher, on June 18th, we play the Washington Spirit, who have a lot of national team players, and it should be a fun game. I don't know if we're going to get the result we want, but it should be a good game to go to.
Yeah, you'll see some good players on some of the team, either of the teams. We'll figure it out. That would be a good
national
one,
team players. Yeah, Trinity Rodman, Ashley Hatch. There's plenty of good players there.
That's the one. That's the one to look at. Dude, I think we got a review from our guy. I want to say Christian Gumminger. I hope I say that right. He says, KC Soccer must listen each week. Jimmy, Dan, Chris, and Allie are must listen each week. Not only do they break down the game and critical decisions made, but they bring comedy and make it much more enjoyable. And Allie is second to none in her interviews with all kinds of personalities involving soccer around Kansas City. They all do the work in the background that it takes to make great shows each week for the listeners. Simply the best. That's what he put at the end. Dude, Gumminger, thank you. Man, it's kind stuff. We're doing things here, doing big things, talking women's soccer, talking all things Kansas City soccer. I'm having fun doing this.
No, I have a blast each and every week. I love it.
You know what would have completed my bandana look right now is if I shaved my face but left my mustache.
You know, your mustache looked thicker, and for a moment I thought it was kind of just the mustache with just some short stubble around it. I think you should do that. I think you need to just keep the mustache, get rid of everything else.
I did trim everything and keep the mustache longer, despite my wife not too happy about that. So
well, you're married. She's not going to divorce you for that. So just keep it going.
Yeah, but if I lose out on some smooches, because of it, I don't like that.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Well, she goes, you know how they're so nice, right? Your partners are so nice when they're like, I mean, it's your face, it's your body. And it's like, that doesn't sound like a good endorsement. Gonna say that you hate it. All right. Which means I'll probably keep it for a bit to piss you off.
Yep.
Dude. Anyhow, wow. Victory pod is upon us. And I can't say that I expected it. I can't say that I expected an early Kristen Hamilton goal, but your girl is hungry. She is getting back into the lineup, man, getting 45 minutes in there, coming back from injury, getting healthier. What were your thoughts going into this game? You saw the lineup. You saw who's on the bench, such as Michelle Cooper. Kind of wonder if she's going to come on at halftime. Spoiler alert, she did. So what were you thinking seeing Hammy in there? Little excitement?
Yeah, I was wanting to see what she could contribute. Last year, she contributed a lot, but we always felt like there was a missing link, attacking. Last year, we left a lot of goals out there. We couldn't put a lot at home. It just felt like our attack was not where we wanted it to be. So coming into this year, to put everything into context, we got Larson, we got Cooper. I honestly thought when Hamilton would come back, it'd be hard for her to break into the lineup right away.
Yeah.
So, when she came on for a couple of minutes, it got that big ovation. She played well. But getting her first start, I just wanted to see how hungry she was, how hard she worked. And I was blown away. She really does make the team better. We looked like a different team with her on the field. And it might have been what we were missing all along.
It's possible, right? I mean, it's possible. She was all over the place for those 45 minutes. You could tell she was feeling good. Probably didn't want to come off at halftime, but knows the drill. When you're coming back from injury,
probably.
Yeah, you get 15 minutes, you get 30, you get 45. I wonder if this weekend she starts and gets 60. Very big possibility there. Just working her back into a 90-minute game, dude. It's our interim head coach Carolyn Hublum said that our plan was to have her for 45 minutes to show the energy that she has, but also how effective she is with her goal scoring. She just needs one opportunity and one touch, and today she showed how good she is. It's exciting, dude. I know the whole team, let alone the whole fan base, was excited for Kristen Hamilton in this moment. It just felt like, I'm back, bitches.
The theme of the season so far has been we've had opportunities, we just couldn't finish them. Her very first good opportunity puts it right in the back of the net against a really good keeper. I'm just happy that she's back, and she looks better than she did last year in terms of finishing balls. I mean, I know it's early, a very small sample size.
Yeah,
but right now she's batting 1,000 in my book in terms of getting good looks and finishing them.
It's it's one game. We can't really overreact on that, but you're going to take the victory however you can get it. I really thought that we needed another goal to win this game, because North Carolina was coming hard. They were, creating and bound to put something away, it seemed, towards the end, and just got real nerve-wracking. I was like, we're going to lose a couple points here, maybe all of them. So I was very surprised and relieved to get that 1-0 victory.
We criticize our defense quite a bit, but I think they deserve some credit after that game. They had, they defended 20 crosses, 7 corners. North Carolina had 66.9% of the possession, and everything that came in, they were able to handle. Granted, North Carolina is not the best scoring team, but they handled the balls over the top to Caroline. Del Fava, like when we were there, it just seemed like those balls were coming over the top, and Del Fava was booking it. Yeah. And she did a great job. So did Merrick. I thought Merrick had a really good game as well. So our defense was up to the task.
You're right. And I love when we got this goal in the 8th minute, by the way. I didn't mention that unless you already knew it. And that's everything. To score early, you deliver that first punch, dude. You get hit right away in boxing. And you're like, shit, now I got to fight back. I'm hurting a little bit. North Carolina likes to possess, likes to control. And in that moment, that was like that was a death blow. They were like, we got to change how we play. We have to chase this game the whole time. And I think they were just thrown off from the get-go. I mean, they don't like to be in that position. So do we play them again this year at all? Would be nice to have a bit of a tiebreaker. I don't think we do, though. I think we play about every team twice, right?
I'm checking here.
All right. Figured you had it pulled up. I didn't know. There I go.
No, we do not play them again this year.
Okay. That'd be cool to have a little bit of a tiebreaker since we both won 1-0, right? So what are you going to do? But like you said, man, 4 regular season games left. And that's weird. That's weird to think about. I mean, because you got a huge break, right? That you got a little World Cup break coming in July.
And they're gonna have Challenge Cup games. So
right.
But regular season, only 4 left. After this upcoming game against the OL Reign, we will be halfway through the season, which happened really quickly. So these 3 points were desperately needed.
It was, man. We were on the worst losing streak in the league. It's nice to break that and get this one back. OL Reign's coming off a loss, I think. We'll preview that game here in a bit. But Saturday was Pride Night, man. It was fun. I got to tell you, they do Pride Night well. Seems like everyone got a bandana when they announced like the first 10,000 fans. I was like, well, that's almost everyone. Even if they were to get their, record-setting capacity numbers, like almost everyone is getting a bandana. And I'm so excited for it. I don't know why. I love free shit, and I love it when that free shit is good.
I wish I would have bought a scarf. I meant to. I told myself I was going to. I just mentally lost track of it. But what I love about the Current and what they did is that Pride Month means a lot to them, obviously. You, Marissa, myself, Vanessa, we're allies to the community. It means a lot to us as well. But what I love about them is they're celebrating it all month long. Like they're having an official away game party in Kansas City, and it's hosted at a LGBTQ friendly bar, right? So a lot of corporations will just put a logo up, act like they're doing something, and then once that month is over, it's gone, right? Yeah. The Current truly believes, in the cause and in the community, and they do everything they can to really move everything forward. And you appreciate that, especially when you go to other sports games or sports teams, in Kansas City, and you don't see nowhere near the effort, nowhere near the commitment. And it just comes off as really genuine to me. So I really love that.
True. Absolutely. In that same thought, we have a little pride flag we put out in our front yard, little garden flag type deal, little vertical flag. And we tell ourselves, all right, don't take it down July 1st. We got a couple weeks of a buffer we'll leave it up for. So until you got to start putting up sporting flags and whatnot. So,
right.
Dude, I think that, and we're the second house in on our street, so you can see it from the other street that passes us. You can just look down and be like, oh, hopefully they enjoy it, or they're thinking they're going to go steal our flag, which is bullshit. People do that, dude. People stole our vote no sign in Olathe like a day after it was up. Can you believe that shit?
I know during the vote in Lawrence, which is where I live, people were stealing signs as well. So
terrible. Now,
it's crazy.
And you wonder, what are you going to do if you see someone doing that? Hey, you get back here. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to go fight them.
Just shake your head and put another one out.
Yeah, exactly. Put another one out. So
another one out.
Hey, let's come back and keep talking about this game. But in the meantime, let's take a quick break.
Thanks for listening to KC Sports Network. Make sure you download our new app. Find it on the App Store or Google Play. Just search KC Sports Network. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.
Well, we're back. Gene Mean, how you doing? The Iron Sheik passed today, buddy. So it's all I can think about is saying Gene Mean.
Oh, that's sad. I mean, he's always a character.
Character, dude. Character. Very fun.
He kept it with him, too, man. He never dropped it.
Never dropped the character. He's a wrestler. He was showing up on, like, Jerry Springer. The dude was just wild and crazy. I loved him. He hated Hulk Hogan. Always, fuck Hulk Hogan. So we're big wrestling fans, everyone, if you didn't know that. We're big dorks like that. So what are you going to do?
That we are.
Theater of the athletes. Anyways, bud, hey, we got to see that new stadium rendering, huh? At halftime, a little supporters section. People lost their minds for this when they saw it. It looks like a fun place to be.
Looks like fun, and to me, it was the details, like the banners on the top, hanging down. I thought was a cool touch for the rendering. Yeah. I'm excited though, even though we won't be sitting there next year. It looks awesome, and I don't know, it looks like a great time.
Totally. I do like a lot of these renderings, actually. Not sure if you saw one of the newer ones where it kind of looks like whoever did these was like, well, put scarves on these fans as well. And people were like, okay, like little bitty ones that go to their collarbones. Did you see this?
I didn't notice that. I didn't catch it.
Oh, man.
I'll have to go look. I'll have to go look.
Everyone right now, you're listening on your phone, so you could go on Twitter, look at these renderings, and these scarves are just right here, just little baby scarves. And I couldn't stop laughing, not in like a mean, vindictive way, just kind of like, that's just hilarious. I want all of us to just walk around with baby scarves.
Maybe there'll be merch of the match next game, some baby scarves.
Some April Fool's merch. Jesus. Good stuff, though. These renderings that keep coming out, man. Today, well, if you're listening to this, it was yesterday, last day to put out your to get your season deposits in to pick your seat at the new stadium. And I think they're probably in the process of reaching out to people to pick those seats this month, probably.
Yeah, it's coming up soon. It's coming up really soon.
Man, our defense looked a little better this game, right? Just felt like there was something different about them, and I'm not sure what that could possibly be. Haley Mace was putting herself in good positions defensively. Jenna Weinbrenner came in and put in a good 20-minute shift or whatever, and Izzy Rodriguez came in as well towards the end, and I thought everyone really stepped up and did good things.
Well, they switched to like a defensive 5-3-2 variation of a formation, and it's worked really well. It's supposed to protect the defense, and it has. The fact that they had 20 crosses, 7 corners, 66% of the possession, but only got 1 shot on goal. To me, that speaks volumes not only about our defense, but about our midfield, and not allowing them to get in those situations to make a dangerous attack.
No,
so we've criticized that defense heavily, but they definitely deserve praise for this game.
Well, I got to tell you, I think Cece Kaiser probably should have had a goal or two. She had chances too, man, and I just very unfortunate for her not to get one in the back of the net. So Cassie Miller in goal again. That was Courage didn't take a single shot in the first half. So Cassie Miller just back there chilling, smoking a cigarette, just hanging out. Y'all have fun out there. You don't need me. That's always nice when a goalkeeper doesn't have shit to do. That means everyone else is doing their job.
I just remember watching Del Fava just sprint in our direction with Caroline running along her. And, I mean, what a tough player to have to guard over the top. And she deserves, I mean, she did such a good job. Del Fava did. Never let them inside, never gave them a good look. I mean, she's their most dangerous player. And I'm not saying she got shut down, but she certainly got neutralized.
Oh, she had a breakaway at one point, and I remember Cassie Miller had to run out and freaking take it, and that was a terrifying moment.
There's a couple of offsides that were like, thank God, because that would have been bad.
Exactly. Lowe was doing her thing and getting fouled in advantageous positions, right outside the box in certain places. So that I hate to see it. Hate to see her getting her ass kicked game after game, but she sure does put herself in the position to, get a good foul for us to possibly capitalize on that.
I've never seen somebody with like the intensity that she has in a body of her size. Like she always puts herself in the situation around the ball. And when that happens, she gets fouled quite a bit. I think it was last week, she was the second most fouled player in the league. I don't know if that changed this week, but man, North Carolina was very physical. They had like 4 yellow cards, if I remember correctly. I can't remember who it was, but like just destroyed Addison Merrick. And she left the game. I think she's okay. But yeah, it was a very physical game. And I know coach questioned our team with, the physicality and us going to the level of who we're playing in terms of the physicality. And I think we answered that, against North Carolina.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Nice to come off a victory. Much needed. I would say almost maybe a must win. Not in the sense of like being eliminated from playoff contention, just in the sense of like maybe morale, not dipping lower than we were, which is impossible because we're at the very bottom. So I just feel that, we're still 12th in the table because Chicago got a win, which is like barf. But, we're only 6 points away from the playoffs, right? I mean, 6 points separates 6 teams. Is that right?
Yeah. And Chicago, we're tied on points, but they have a better goal difference. So I think the 6th team has 15 points.
No, Chicago's 1 point ahead of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have 10.
Okay. Boo. But
we're down there with Angel City. Now I got to tell you, why don't we get our own documentary on HBO? We're just as bad.
Hopefully someday.
Well, we got to play OL Reign this Saturday. But then we also got to play Chicago on Wednesday. Challenge Cup, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're going to do lineup rotation, you have to go hard against OL Reign. You got to have your best people in there. OL Reign's the team that is harder. Chicago's struggling a little bit, as are we. So if you're going to do any kind of rotation, you got to do it Wednesday night.
Yeah. At this point, I don't think we can afford to rest our starters for a Challenge Cup game.
Right. You don't think we can rest our starters for Challenge Cup?
Or I'm sorry, for the regular season. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I think you could totally rotate for a home game Challenge Cup. I mean, we got 2 home games here, by the way. 1 regular season, 1 Challenge Cup. Wait, no, we don't. We're not at home this Saturday.
Nope.
I am mixing shit up, dude. I will be there Saturday at a Sporting KC game, but no, not a home game this Saturday. It's out in Seattle. So
9 p.m. by the way.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it goes. We'll get home for what? Maybe the last 30 minutes or so after the men's game.
We'll have it on in the car or something like that, or I will. Just watching it and trying to keep us informed, hopefully. But
that works. It works. Well, Chicago's last in that Challenge Cup table of ours, right. And it's 4-team table, correct? Yep. We established, and we are second behind Racing Louisville. So it's not unattainable to win our group. We still a lot of games left in that. So, but it starts Wednesday.
In Chicago. I think they won their last 2 games, but barely. They're they're not a great team, but they just find ways to be competitive, and you just can't let them be in the game. It's like when you're playing a team in rec that are not good, but when you give them that confidence, if you allow them in it, you know that you might shrink in that moment and let them get the win. That's kind of how Chicago is right now. I think the first game, I don't want to say it was a fluke, especially since they beat us pretty badly. But I think if we had a full roster, the roster we have now, that result is much different. It doesn't change anything, but
no, it doesn't. Dude, it's we have a tough little regular season stretch coming up here, because that's what I'm worried about more than Challenge Cup. Like Challenge Cup, okay, if we get out of our group, that's fine. I just don't want to miss out on these playoffs from the regular season results. And, we have OL Reign, we have Washington Spirit, Orlando Pride, and then Portland Thorns. And I don't, Orlando's not wonderful. Okay, they're not. But we know Portland is up there among the best. Washington's up there. OL's up there. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough, and I hope we could take some points from those top teams.
We're going to have to, and we've kind of put ourselves in this hole. We have 4 home games left. Our season, the beginning was we played the easier teams, so that's when we needed to capitalize, on those teams to get those points. And now we have to go get them the hard way. Out of those 4 games, 3 of them are against top 5 teams. So that's gonna be tough.
And they know it. I think the ladies know that. They know the position they're in. We got Morgan Gautreau and Elizabeth Ball are back in training. That's a little extra firepower to come into a game here and there. But you can't just throw them into a full game. You have to ease them back into it, as we know. And it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be a little time before they're up to really contributing to results, but maybe not, because look at Kristen Hamilton. She comes in and plays a half and wins the game, provides the game-winning goal.
Well, the good thing is they're veterans, right? They've been injured before. They've been in this situation before. They know what their fitness is. We know what they can bring. It's just, can we get them on the field? Can we keep them healthy? And just, hopefully their fitness is good enough to play a significant amount of minutes.
Yeah, man. 100%. I feel that, I don't know. I got a little bit of a spark in me. I got a little bit of a spark thinking like we can, make a little bit of a run here. And it started last Saturday and continues with the very difficult challenge this Saturday. So,
well, I mean, that formation that we've been doing, our players look comfortable in it. So if we can just continue to build on that and just build on what we, our victory and the performance we had, then, I think we can start that run. Is it going to be a 12-game unbeaten streak? I don't know about that, but I certainly think we're getting to the point to where we can start making those runs. Our players are healthy. We're getting comfortable in what we're doing. Hamilton is back. I think we can make that run, but it's going to be tough.
I love your optimism. I'll stay there with you. It feels nice. Feels nice to be optimistic. Let's take a quick second break here and come back and hit some tidbits and wrap this thing up. Here we go.
Thanks for listening to KC Sports Network. Make sure you download our new app. Find it on the App Store or Google Play. Just search KC Sports Network. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.
What's up? You see how I just throw it to break all fast? Just I hope you're ready, Nick. Here we go.
Trying to catch him off guard.
Try to get him. Try to catch him sleeping. He's over here on his phone playing like some Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. What are the kids playing these days? And I'm just throwing shit to break. But he's always ready. He knows. He stays ready so he doesn't have to get ready. Dude, did you see that Casey Current has mascots of the match? Dogs that you can adopt. Why are more people not talking about this?
I think we get there we don't get there that close. We just go through a different entrance so we don't hit the Mazuma Plaza.
Is it out on the plaza? They have dogs out there?
I think so, yeah.
Hold on.
I'm not sure, but that's where I've seen them before, so I think that's where they are.
All right. I don't mean to be controlling, but you save my seat while I go play with dogs?
I absolutely will.
Then we'll switch. Then we'll switch out.
A deal. Perfect.
No, man, I just saw you could adopt Buzz Lightyear, mascot of the match, and I'm like, who's letting 6-year-olds name these dogs? What is going on here? That's all right, dude. I have a dog named Bingo, real original, that the past owner named it Bingo.
You kept the name?
Yeah, we kept the name. I was like, why not, man? He looks a little older. You hate to just change his name, and he reacted to it. And Splinter, of course, looks like Master Splinter from Ninja Turtles, so had to be done. What are you going to do? Oh. Buddy, I feel that we have come to an end today. And unless you have some odd tidbits here, talking about tiny scarves or expansion teams in San Francisco.
I do have a quick tidbit on the OL Reign game, but we'll go to the San Francisco. Did you see that their new official name is Bay FC?
Yeah, it's weird, right? What's that about?
It doesn't feel very creative at all.
No, it doesn't. I wish there. By the way, dude, I'm looking at this picture right now, and I want there to be a way that I could send this picture of tiny scarves. I don't think there's a way to do that, is there?
I'll look it up after. I'll make sure I check it out. Okay. On Twitter.
Well, there you go. Hey, I'll just put it in the chat. There's a link. You can just open it and go look at everyone's scarves. Have yourself a giggle.
Oh man, they're so tiny.
do a little zoom on there. They look fancy as hell, don't they?
They look nice. Just a little short.
Absolutely.
They look pretty nice.
Bay FC, yes, like BAE, right?
Yep.
What's that about? The San Francisco Bay, like they're pretty proud of that.
Yeah, I wish they would have done something different. That's just very generic.
Well, okay, if they did something different, it would be like Golden Gate FC or some shit. Like, I mean, you got to do something that's near your city, right? I mean, wasn't that kind of KC Current's whole thing with the current of the river front and stuff?
Yeah, just at least Current implied it was creative, a little more creative than Bay.
True,
but yeah.
That's why, like in MLS and even NWSL, I kind of take to the teams who get a little more creative with their names and aren't just like Cincinnati FC. Portland Timbers was cool. They also put FC at the end. Orlando SC, but it's like Sporting Kansas City is still following the model of like a European structure. Yeah. So I kind of lose my mind when I see like a Gotham FC.
That's cool.
Like that's fun. OL Reign's different, but they're still kind of, taking that European model with the Olympic Lyonnais. Isn't that how you say that?
Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't want to attempt to pronounce it.
Sure. But North Carolina Courage is good. Angel City is creative. So San Diego Wave. I love that shit, man. So when you're not putting FC or SC at the end of something, I'm all about it.
I agree. I mean, the San Jose Earthquakes, a little different.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. KC Current is different because it's no FC, no SC, no nothing. It's good.
The dash. I mean, I don't know what they're proud of in Houston, but
I don't know I don't know where that comes from. The dash.
Either. I don't know.
Good call. Well, I'm going to look that up. So,
and while you do that, I'm going to throw over a quick few tidbits here on the OL Reign. On paper, they're incredibly good, but they've been a little off. Rose Lavelle has been out, will likely be out. Jess Fishlock, who's one of the core players of their team, she didn't play last game against Portland, but she probably will this game. Our good friend Elise Bennett
is scoring goals.
Yeah, she had a start last week. They're fifth in the table with 16 points. They're 2-3 in their last 5 games. They lost to North Carolina, New York, and Portland, but they beat LA and San Diego. So they're kind of a mixed bag. You don't know what you're going to get. But they're on paper, they're really good. They have the second most goals this year. And they have one of the best coaches in the league. And Harvey will test our defense. She'll find a way to attack us from every which way.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's always a chance.
I think it's another game where you got to strike early. You just can't sit back and absorb their pressure because they will bring it. We're just going to have to bring it first. And playing out west, we'll just have to see what happens, man. The name Dash refers to the fast running speed of a horse, which was a historical mode of transportation for Texans in the 1800s. I'm pretty sure it was a mode of transportation for everyone in the 1800s. So, good deal. They tried.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, they attempted. They did
better than Bay.
Better than Bay FC. True.
But
cool, man. What do you we'll just break and listen to each other breathe for a minute. The podcast is going great today.
Nick, classic Texas, thinking they're the only people that exist.
See, look at this. Nick can be a part of the show too, man. It just has to be via keyboard, and we'll get him in here. Dude, I think by the way, there's a little something I'm working on here. I won't tell anybody right now, but I'm working about getting a special guest in here. And you're aware of this, and I hope it comes through. I don't want to say it, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm kind of hoping it comes through, and it could be a fun conversation and a lot of good information for all. So fingers crossed on that. Put out the good vibes, get your crystals out if that's what you're into. I hope it comes to fruition. So I know you're excited about it.
I'm excited. I didn't know you were going to potentially tease it or speak it into existence, but
I can put it out there, and then other people can be like, yes, we would like to see this, whoever this is. Trust me, if it works out, I think it'd be a good conversation. So
absolutely.
Cool, man. Well, I got nothing else for the good people today. Light week news wise. Good to see Ball and Gautrat full participants in training, which means maybe not on a traveling game lineup, but maybe at the Challenge Cup game on Wednesday, we could see Ball and Gautrat in there. Who knows?
Gautrat was available last week, so she might travel.
She was on the bench, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see her traveling. I could see her getting some minutes in the Challenge Cup, trying to work back in as well. Did you see Hannah Gloss was limited? So
yes.
That's exciting. We didn't know what was going on with her, so it's kind of nice to see some progress there.
Totally. Things are looking up. But if you get people back and don't get results, none of it matters.
Or if you dig yourself a hole that's so big, it doesn't matter if you get people back. That doesn't matter either.
I know it.
So
we're optimistic, though, people. I hope you are as well.
I've never felt better about being in last place than I do now in terms of just getting people back and hopefully having a better performance. So we may be last, but it doesn't – I don't know. We don't play like a last place team. So it's kind of weird.
That's a good point. That's a good point. A lot of these games we've beat ourselves.
Absolutely.
And so it's nice to get a win in a game that we controlled. We were on the front foot. We had the game in our hand. So I think that a little more of that going forward, and we can dig out of this. We should 100% be up there with North Carolina, right outside the playoff line. So I think we'll get there.
Yeah. If we had converted on some of our opportunities, we're looking at a whole different table. And you could say that about anybody, but, one of the leaders in the league on missed opportunities. So it is what it is. But the run starts here, sir. I'm optimistic.
The run starts here. There it is. Cool. Well, hey, man, thanks for joining me today. We will do it again next week. Hopefully a big win against OL Reign. They'll want a little, maybe a little revenge from last year. Keeping them away from the national championship game. I watched that game against OL Reign on a plane. I was like, there's no way this Wi-Fi is good enough to stream this game. Joke's on me, bro. It was good. And I watched the whole thing up in the air. And when they won, my wife and I were secretly geeking out in our seats. You can't yell. People are going to be like, what? People are being unruly on an aircraft. But it was good times. I just hope they're not too pissed about it and we can pull out a victory away.
We have had some success against them, so we'll see. But it's not a must-win game, but it'd it'd be nice to get 3 points and kind of work our way back up.
Keep it going.
Even a road draw wouldn't be terrible.
Road draw is always good.
So
very true. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed listening to the dulcet tones of our voice. And maybe if you're on YouTube watching us, you saw my sweet bandana. And Chris lost his already. So no,
it's not in front of me, but I know where it's at now.
Probably donated it to a dog or something. Look, if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can at NoOtherPod, at Dan Kooser, at ChrisWright21. Email us, nootherpod@gmail.com. Any questions, concerns, comments, reviews. Speaking of reviews, leave us some more on Apple Podcast. 5 stars are great. 5 stars on Spotify. People are doing that as well. So things are good in the KCSN soccer world. Until next time, we love you so damn much. We'll see you.
Thanks for watching this production of KC Sports Network, the fastest growing sports media network in Kansas City. Check out these videos that feature our team of more than 15 former players, insiders, and analysts bringing you the best Chiefs coverage you can find. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.